Hello, Swivel Heads. It's Greg Allison, Swivel Head News. Hope everyone's doing okay today. Let me pull this up on my phone here to see if I can see if we're live and who's in the house. All right, very good. And hopefully, yeah, we got people in the house already. Very good. So, guys, hello, Swivel Heads. Oh, shoot. Swivel Head News. Turn this sound down. Oh my God, so many things got to turn sound down. That's not funny. I got this time here, but didn't get it there. Oh well. All right, guys. I got to get used to this new paradigm. I'm using different devices. Anyways, let's get with it here, guys. Donald Trump's making a lot of changes. He is going after the swamp and going after it hard. Now, what you got to bear in mind, guys, is that in his last term, a lot of these he used a lot of conventional Washington insiders and people that supposedly qualified for various department chairs and blah, 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 blah. And, he told me he wanted a clean house and, they just really weren't that interested in it. He also went to a lot of these departments and agencies and demanded information, and they stonewalled him. They stonewalled him big time. They never gave him jack squat. And as y'all might remember, there's been some whistleblower videos that have shown some of these so-called insiders saying, hey, we just say, hey, we'll do a study and we'll just kick it down the road. Or what happened is that they would just shelf the information or come up with some excuse for not getting it to him. Or, yeah, we're going to get it to him. They just play him along. They never would give him the information. A lot of things going on inside the department about really how things were actually spent and done inside the departments, how they were operated. And because these were swamp creatures, these swamp creatures did not want their little fiefdoms challenged. I've seen inside of agencies I've worked in, various people will create their own little fiefdoms, and they will run their own little empires within that fiefdom and do pretty much whatever they want to do, irrespective of all the other standards that's out there and things they're supposed to do. They ignore it and do whatever they pretty well please. And that's the way the bureaucrats typically run stuff. Well, guess what? That's gotten too old. It's been going on too long. The expenditures have been too high. And we're going to show you some examples of some things that can make you really wonder, And so he's decided this time he's going to put people that are really against certain agencies in charge of them. People who are going in clean house, who are going in and kick. And this time, since he's, got the kind of mandate he's had and went through the stuff he's went through and got elected with a majority, a lot of the senators and stuff are going ahead and appointing, they're approving all these nominations. A lot of nominations they probably would not have approved otherwise because they probably know the electorate's going to hand it to them if they don't. So we're seeing some huge changes, and this time that both the House and the Senate are on the Republican side of the ledger. So, we're not going to see the impeachment proceedings and all the other stuff that had him hamstrung his first 4 years in office, at least not for the first 2 years. And so things are set to change and are changing very rapidly. For example, and it's not just cleaning the house, it's some of these other things he's promised, all these executive orders he's issued. Now, the deep state is fighting back. We'll discuss that in a little bit. But some of the more landmark things, was his outside the deep state clan was international relationships. And, he went out there and said he's going to put 25% tariffs on Mexico and on Canada and take the canal back from Panama. And guess what? And he also told Colombia they want to take their people back. And suddenly Colombia said no, and everybody else is throwing up resistance. No, we're not going to do it. But guess what? Colombia caved. Colombia took not only where they had refused American flights coming, they sent their own flights to the United States to pick up people we were deporting. And even Venezuela was so set against us, released hostages, American hostages that Biden never could get out, and agreed to take back prisoners. Believe it or not, Venezuela opened their prisons and sent all their inmates north to our border. So it just shows what a strong president can do. And Mexico made a huge change. And Mexico, we're not going to do blah, 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 blah. Well, guess what? Mexico is sending 10,000 troops to their border. So their tariffs are now under review. Trump didn't call them off. He said, "We'll put them under review. We'll see how you do." And we see the world suddenly changing, shaking, and quaking, internationally and at home. because these countries know what this means to them. And so they're net exporters to America. So they can sit around like China and say, okay, well, we'll tariff you back, blah 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 blah. And like in the case of China, Trump says, okay, fine. Why? Because there's a huge difference in the ledger. It's going to hurt China way more than us, and he knows it. China and Xi Jinping he's got to be the tough man too. So he's not caving as big as quick. China is a big economy, but China's hurt more than a whole lot more than a lot of other countries, a lot more than they want to let on for. So here's what's happening. Not only has Mexico agreed to put troops on the border. Now, some people's there's some other channels we all love, a lot. Just ain't highlighting this. They went in and captured one of the drug cartel leaders in Mexico, and that's huge because in Mexico, the drug cartels are the fifth largest employer. That's how big the drug trade has been in America. So it's been to their advantage. They've been making money on letting all this stuff come in our borders and make our people sick and putting them in the ground to push daisies, But Trump said no more. I mean, that's a war and an invasion. So he's shutting that down. And Mexico now is not only going along, they did I'll show you in a little bit. They did capture Ricky, whatever his name was, one of the drug cartel leaders. And so that's a huge development, a huge change. And they're allowing us to fly our intelligence gathering aircraft into Mexico to look for the drug cartels. Huge change. So yeah, the drug cartels supposed to declare war on ICE and Trump and everybody else, the Border Patrol, and they're formidable. This is no joke. They're very formidable. They have vast weapons. I reported a while back about 50 cal ammo coming in the United States, which is very scary, and other similar things. So this is not to be taken lightly. This can be a real tough slog here, but bear in mind that we are seeing enormous. I mean, what are we going to do? Sit around and let them take you out? We went to World War I on the sinking of the Lusitanic. How many Americans died in 11, 12, something like that? How many Americans have been pushing daisies every year due to fentanyl coming across our border? How about all the violence committed by the gangs that's coming across our border? Makes Lusitania look like nothing. And yet we permitted it. We allowed it. And just closed our eyes. We can't do nothing about it. Well, yeah, we could. You remember Biden and all of the liberals just go, well, we come up with this deal and the Republicans won't go. What's wrong with it? We can fix the border. And well, their deal was still to let in, about 6,000, up. Crashed on me. I never had Zoom crash on me like this before. That was really strange. Maybe they don't like what I'm talking about. I don't know. That was really, really odd. Let's see here. The host will be right back. Wow. That was strange. I don't know why that happened. Let me check my signal level here. I'm on Starlink. Oh, yeah, I've got huge signal. Far better than I've ever had done webcasts in the past with a Starlink terminal I got. So I don't know what that was all about. But anyway, maybe they're hacking the network. They don't like what I'm saying. But guys, huge changes. Canada did agree to put 10,000 troops on their border. Now, there's some others, the border's too big, can't possibly patrol. Well, most of the traffic crosses the border. New Days is in the house. She'll tell you it comes across on the highways. Most of Alaska's howling wilderness. Not Alaska, yeah, Alaska too. Most of Canada's howling wilderness. Ain't nobody crossing the vast swath of most of that border. So the people always seek the path of least resistance, highways typically. And a lot of traffic has come across those highways. Yeah, New Days is in the house. There she is. So she can attest to having seen a lot of stuff crossing the highways in her vicinity, in her neighborhood. And so, yeah, there have been a lot of nefarious things coming across our borders from both sides. But now, so Canada did cave. Uh, so Canada cave, Columbia cave, Panama. You can't take it. Well, guess what? Not only did they agree to not sign, to get out of the Belts and Road Initiative, to not renew the contracts with the Chinese companies that run both sides of the ports on the Panama Canal, but they've agreed to allow U.S. Navy ships through for free. Huge, huge change. You know what? That canal's their bread and butter. They know that they were up against the wall and that Trump was serious. All these guys knew that's what happens when you got a strongman. You little weak guy. Oh, well, I hope I don't hurt your feelings. They're going to run you over. And that's what happened under that administration of President Taterhead. But Trump, no, he ain't playing around. He means it. And so China's got to have a 10% tariff on it, and all the media is just crying and gnashing the teeth of all the inflation we're going to get. Well, there might be a little bit, but he put tariffs on them before, and we didn't notice it on our side. He's doing a lot of stuff to bring energy costs back down. Drill, baby, drill. And so I'll show you some stuff on this, including we're finding new oil up in Wyoming right now. And he's opening up Alaska. All these things that Biden was closing, he's going to be opening up energy plants, and not shutting down energy plants that were scheduled to be shut down. Baseload energy, the kind of energy that's there 24/7, unlike wind and sun. We're talking coal, gas, nuclear. So that's what we got to have to keep our power grid running, guys. So, hey, I said we got Michelle in the house. Thank you, Michelle, for the recent super chat. Kim Possible, too, for the last Green Greg's video. She's in the house. I said we got Harding Farm. How you doing, Wendy? Good to see you in the house. Guys, so we've got a lot of stuff going on, and we've got some this is what we needed. We needed a serious house cleaning. So that's why they set up the Department of Governmental Efficiency, DOGE, and Elon Musk is, some people are not happy because he's got access to a lot of sensitive information, but he is cleaning the house. He is finding a lot of graft and corruption, a lot, vast amounts. So with that, let's look at a few articles real quick. And have PAEMT. Oh, okay. So somebody in the house there. Okay, very good. All righty. So let's go through some of the stuff. It's hard for me to see the screen. I'm going to look at your chat when I get done here in a second. So we're going to zoom through some articles. Give me a moment. I hit the share. Let's see. I'll make sure I get the right thing open here. Yeah, there it is. So we got to hit the share screen. Give me a second. And I'm operating from a laptop that's kind of a crippled device here. Alrighty. Now, there are some countries that are still trying to go their own way. BRICS, 2 countries officially agreed to ditch the U.S. dollar for trade. Now, that's between them. This is India and Indonesia for the trade between those 2 countries. Now, Trump's been pretty darn clear. He says, you try to de-dollarize, I'm going to hit you with 100% tariff. 100% tariff. Is he going to apply that to India and Indonesia? India don't want to deal with that because India makes a whole lot of money with their call centers. The people, when you make a phone call and you get calling the call center, you're either talking to the Philippines or talking to India. In both places, they speak English pretty darn fluently, and especially the Philippines. So, that will put a good bit of their business at risk. So I would imagine that they're going to be, the president of India said, no, we're not doing that. But then again, they're doing some of these things. He's trying to promote the rupee. It's not that he's trying to go along with China and Russia's deal. He's just trying to promote the rupee. But the rupee is it's a currency in sad shape. So we'll see how all this pans out. But it's not good for the dollar as we lose market share in the global currency in any way you shake it. Now, just so you know that, I just killed an article I wanted to show you. Shoot. I just want to show you how price of gold has been going up. for quite a while, except just a little bit of a dip recently because of the dollar strength. But I think the market cap, I killed that graph accidentally. Sorry, guys. The market graph on it is, they say the market cap, excuse me, is the highest it's ever been for gold in the world right now. And other countries that have weaker currencies like Canada, they're paying a lot more than we are. They're paying more than they've ever paid for their Canadian dollar because the Canadian economy is weak. You know, maybe they should consider becoming the 51st state. Jury's not out on that yet. So, you know, that's something I told you guys. You know, Trump those things out there to give him the position to negotiate from strength. You don't negotiate from a position of weakness and go anywhere. And, you know, a weak president just can't do that. Well, they know Trump means business. Joe Biden, he was too enthralled to the House of Klaus and all that weasel junk. But you're not seeing that out of the Trumpster. But anyway, just so you know, goldbacks, that's, you know, price edged off a little bit. It might be a good time to have a look at that. And gold in general and silver. Silver is projected to really go up. See, silver's gone up pretty good. You know, from was 20 something an ounce. Now look at it, 32 something per troy ounce. And because it's really in short supply, going to be used in a lot of industrial processes, it's expected to go up. Now, I'm not a financial advisor. And you know, past performance does not indicate future performance. And I'm not you know, my crystal ball is not even with me right now. It's packed up in storage. And if it wasn't, it's nothing more than a magnifying glass for me. So, you know, take it for what you will. But, you know, for me, you know, this is something I'm going to get some more. I want to get a chance because I think the, you know, gold has held its value really well over time. So silver is expected to do well. And if you go to defythegrid.com, and use the coupon code GreenGregs, you will get 1% off. Just go to the website. You know, it's not an affiliate link. You just got to use the coupon code. And they got a deal. They sell silver rounds, bullion, gold, platinum. And they sell it in many different ways. As you can see here, they got old stuff. But they got a deal in here, though, which I like. It's, where is it at here? Somewhere they usually list it up here. Here it is. If you find a better price anywhere else, they'll meet it or beat it. Now, who else does that? It's because they operate on a little tiny margin. That's why it's 1%. I like the gold backs myself, you know, where you can get gold in a fungible amount that you can actually carry around in your wallet like a dollar bill. So that's the cool thing about that. It's thousandths of a troy ounce is what these denominations are in. And kind of like European countries, the bigger the number on it, the bigger the bill. So they all look the same. But also, it gives that's a good way to get extra troy ounces in, or thousandths of a troy ounce. Anyway, here it is. El Ricky. Yeah, that's the guy they call El Ricky. That's what I'm talking to you guys about. The Mexicans actually are now going after the drug cartels. They're taking it serious. Here it is. Panama offers U.S. Navy ships free passage. Imagine that. Well, that happened under President Taterhead. What do you think? No, it didn't, did it? He had 4 years. Look at what Trump's been in office, what, 18 days now or something like that? He's made huge sweeping changes. He's got the whole world internationally and the swamp all shaking at their knees. It's about time. Okay, some of these websites are hanging up here. All right. And he's going to put pressure on Iran for economic, and China. Oh yeah, he calls China's retaliation. Fine. No big deal. You know, hey, we on the ledger of it, we're the net exporter by a long shot against China. So, you know, some little tariffs on us as compared to what we're putting on them is nothing. So, but you know, he's tying it into the fentanyl. Now, some people say, "Oh, it's not about that." Well, look, Mexico and Canada caved on that, and Trump delayed the tariffs. So there may be something to it after all, despite what some people are saying. So I got a lot of ads popping up here. So you can get rid of some of these. Oh, now here we are. ICE went on a raid after a cartel leader, a drug guy or something, and what they did, they sent a military tank in. Well, actually, his armored vehicle wasn't a tank, but it had a battering ram on it, going after Alfonso Garcia Vega in Phoenix, right here in Arizona. And let's see if we can find a picture of that vehicle. Yeah, there it is. That's kind of a blurry picture. But there it's one of those MRAP vehicles. That's what it was. They got a battering ram on the front of it. They mean business, guys. Escorted by a bunch of police cars. They mean business. That don't tell you they mean business. What does? Anyway, and Trump is now backing plans for sending dangerous Americans to prisoners to other countries. Just get them out. And guess what? As crazy as that sounds, nobody wants our prisoners. Well, actually, just tap a switch here. We got countries agreeing to it. I don't know what the terms of this is, but you don't get this out of a weak president, guys. You just don't get it. All right, where is it at? Come on. Oh, this is a different article than I thought. Anyway, this is talking about cleaning house, Department of the FBI and the Department of Justice. Oh yeah, a lot of the top brass there had their jobs handed to them, pink slips, and of course there's also a buyout program, federal employees, or is it one of the countries agreed to take? Maybe I closed that by accident too. I think it was might have been Guatemala, Costa Rica, one of those two countries. Those are nice countries. I hope that they keep those guys behind bars. I don't want to see those countries spoiled by these guys. Anyway, so yeah. So what happened in the Department of Treasury? Must try to get in, and this Department of Treasury acting secretary David Labrisky resisted it, and then Musk put on the heat, and the guy ran from the office, basically. Guys, don't ever get ad blocker. It becomes your biggest nemesis when you don't renew it. It's worse than the stupid ads I used to have to put up with. Look here, I can't even kill the turn it off, turn off the thing. Look here, I can't even get ads. I need to do a product Papa's review on ad blocker. What a piece of junk software. Anyway, that's the thing. I think ad blocker's got my website froze. Yeah, I can't even scroll down hardly. There we go. Finally got that off. Jeez. Oh, what happened? The ad removed. I didn't renew. Anyway, so what Musk was showing was that the U.S. Department of Treasury approved payments to fraudulent terrorist organizations. Oh, yeah, and also for political purposes. Can you believe that? Terrorist groups. We were sending money to terrorist groups. Now, I think the next article talks about how much. You're not going to believe this stuff. You're just not going to believe it. 1.3 billion taxpayer funds out of your pocket went to groups of people committed to terrorism against us. You got to be kidding me. No, that's exactly what's going on. I was telling you that we knew that there was a 42 to $47 million a day or a week, whatever it was, what I quoted back a few days ago, going to the Taliban of all, no, not just the Taliban, but to basically Al Qaeda. Guys, holy smoke. Holy guacamole smoke. Well, it wasn't bad enough for us to tuck tail and run out of there and leave them billions of dollars worth of weapons, but we sent them money. And then they put sleeper cells in our country, but you came across our wide open borders. Now, what kind of a party, political party, would allow that kind of junk to take place, guys? What kind of organization, what kind of outfit would allow that? But that is what we're finding. Not only that, but look here, Trump is now talking about abolishing the Department of Education. Now we got a lot of videos, a lot of politicians crying about this. Well, the Department of Education, oh my gosh, they take out the Department of Education. Oh, our kids need this, our kids need that. You know what? When I went to school, there was no Department of Education. We had a lot better education then than we do today. Far better education. And the other thing is that, the United States spends more money per pupil than any nation in the world, but we rank 40th in outcomes and testing of our students, we got other more fundamental problems to talk about. If Colonel Cole's in the house, I need to interview him on this topic. He really covers that in a lot of email he sends me. The stuff that's going on in the public schools is mind-boggling, it's shocking, it's awful, it's horrible. And so, you know, the money, you can't throw money, good money after bad and expect that's going to fix it. You got to go in and make other fixes. Let's see if I can swap this to the next article. I'm clicking on it. For some reason, this is really running slow on me in that. Come on, what's going on? I don't kill it. Ow, I think I just did. There it is. Liberal media's lies protect Biden. Understand this is even worse than you'd think. The stuff the journalists were allowing. Well, we know about this stuff. We've been subject to that on this side, have we not? You know how they would shut down stuff all the time. Yeah, talking about, you know, laptop and all these other things that Hunter had. Many things, not just that, a lot of stuff. Oh, well, what's happening here? This article is not respondable. I think I closed out another one I was wanting to show you some pictures of. Anyway, oh yeah, the Democrats are fighting back. Oh yeah, they want they don't like the Treasury access. They don't like the things that are being shut down. And there's liberal groups that are basically declaring war. Oh yeah, the FCC found that Soros-backed radio stations were given locations, live locations of ICE agents on raids. Wow. So now they're under investigation. Well, good. Soros won't do nothing like that, would he? Yeah. Okay, here we are. We've actually sent Venezuelan Trinidad Agua gang members to where? Guantanamo Bay. Gitmo. Can't get mo. Enforcementation. All right, I gotta work on that. Well, something's making racket. I don't like when the websites start making racket on me.
Mostly. But I've lived in New York.
All right, I gotta go close this stuff. Let's kill some
I
of
was
these.
probably 21.
Come on.
So that's a few years now.
Just trying to play on me
New York
here.
gets in your blood. It's very hard to remove that. It affects your DNA. But I love Spain too. I love Madrid, and
we don't want any website
for my wife to be around.
Blah 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 blah. I can't even close them.
Friends and culture.
Which one is it?
For our kids? I think it's great to be living, not just visiting, but living in another culture.
I think I might have got it. Sometimes just got to kill a few websites. That's why everything is spinning. It's trying to open a bunch of junk ads and stuff, I guess. Anyway, I may have to put in web blocker, ad blocker, or get a different ad blocker, but that thing's a piece of junk. Wow. Everything's very unresponsive here today. Part of it's my computer. This laptop is a piece of junk. Anyway, hey, Midwest, like I said, they discovered billions of barrels of oil just down a few feet below, 50 feet below where they were already drilling. I think I just accidentally killed that one. Oh, there it is. 10.5 billion gallons of oil worth $18.6 billion that they just discovered. All right, let's kill that softball rat before it tries to play something. Looks like Joe Rogan's trying to play. We don't want that. North Dakota. All righty, guys, come on. These websites are being a pain tonight. As I closed, they'll be clear. I actually think I closed something I wanted to show you guys. I know I did. Yeah. One of the things about USAID stuff they were funding. USAID is getting shut down. Why do they fund that? It came out of Wuhan. Oh yeah. You think USAID should be shut down? If you think it should not be shut down, vote a 1 in the chat room. If you think it should be shut down, vote a 2. That's what you guys think about it. Because, and not only that, but they were funding transgender studies and like places like Afghanistan, which is just totally against that kind of stuff. And they were funding drag queen shows in Serbia. Maybe you like a drag show. Maybe you like that, you know. Maybe you like a drag show. You think your tax money will be paying for that in another country, here or anywhere else, especially in another country? Yeah, we were paying for that kind of stuff, all kind of stuff. If you think that we ought to be funding drag shows in foreign countries, if you think that's what we ought to do, put a 3 in the chat room. If you think we shouldn't, put a 4 in the chat room. I'd like to see what you guys think. This website stuff is totally hosed up right now. I don't know what's going on with it. I got something blocked here. It don't want to do anything. Wow. I'm trying to close stuff. Usually when you close stuff, things move forward. We're having a memory issue here, apparently. Yeah, I need another computer. Yeah, drag them to jail. I haven't seen any 1s or any 3s here yet. So it's like that stuff's not too popular with you guys. The idea of your tax money going for such stuff. But anyway, so all right. Oh yeah, I know what this article's about. Even though I don't want to seem to open. So Trump's went back to Ukraine and said, look, you know, we gave you a lot of money, tons of money. Your existence is at stake. We need something back for it. He's basically saying, if we're going to give you some funding, we want your minerals. If you want to continue to exist as a political entity you are, give up some of your minerals. Okay, well, why not? We're paying out our treasure dearly for that. You know, give us something back for it. There it is. Long out. So, you know, Trump is a negotiator. Would Biden have done that? No. But, you know, he did freeze things to there initially, and let's hope that just needs to be frozen. So we seriously get something back in return. But I'm just for freezing it. Forcing a peace treaty negotiation. All right. Oh, yeah. Hey, New Days, how about this one? Non-citizens of Maine may have voted illegally, but the Democrat leaders of the state don't seem to care. I put this in there for you, New Days. I suppose you've seen this or know something about it. You know, that's okay. They voted for us, so why should we care? That's what's keeping them in power. You know, only you know, Portland, Maine. You know, the urban areas are voting for these liberals. In Maine outside of that area is very conservative. But well, it is what it is. Bangor and Portland, Maine. So, but it looks like they were losing the edge on the vote, so they wanted every illegal vote they could get to keep them in power. All right, so I got an issue here. I shouldn't have been coming up with that. Let's go on to the next one here. Why is everything hanging up tonight? Jeez. I don't know what's going on here tonight with my computer. Zoom flashed out. This flash out. Come on. Close this whole site. Yeah, I'm having issues with this thing. Oops, I'm going to close what I'm trying to show you. Everything. All righty. Well, can we go to the next tab, please? She has been aggravating tonight, far more than normal. Oh, I may have actually, yeah, I think I shut them all down accidentally. Share screen stop. Well, I wasn't trying to stop share screen. Let's try it again. Is there anything to share? Heck with it. We're not going to do it. I ain't messing with that anymore. That was just a pain. It was really hampering everything badly. I was going to show you some weather and stuff, but we all know, look, guys, we got another Arctic vortex coming in most of the states. Everybody's probably heard about it. You got freezing conditions. You've already been hit by a couple of them, so you know what the drill is by now. I don't have to tell you to try to stay warm and stay safe. You've already dealt with a couple of them, so you should know that by now, and you probably know what's coming. There was some space weather. They think we might get some flares from the sun, the likelihood of flares. USGS site, the Juan de Fuca plates got major earthquake on it, which is not surprising since there's that undersea volcano out there that's raring they think it's going to have a big eruption sometime this year. But fortunately, be deep undersea, so it shouldn't have any direct surface effects unless it causes a landslide down underneath the sea. Maybe it would kick up a tidal wave. Maybe it might shake loose the Cascadia subductions on that. If that happens, you can expect a huge tidal wave. So, these are things you need to prepare for. You need to prepare for all these groups out here that Zizians and other groups that are wanting to cause mayhem because they're not happy with the outcomes of the election and the fact that Donald Trump is doing what he said he was going to do. They're extremely unhappy and may react. There are still some sleeper cells in this country, and if we get into it with Iran, China, you can expect that they may get activated. Good chance, guys. If they do, it could be holy heck. So you do still need to prepare. You need to get ready. You need to stay ready. Don't let your guard down, because I think we're going to have a rough adjustment period as we transition into the new golden age of America. So just get ready for it. All right, let me check the chat room here real quick. And we're going to call it a night pretty quick because I got to turn in and get up. I got work tomorrow. It's already late for me. Let's see what everybody's saying. I hadn't missed any super chats. It's probably, hey, I'm on the phone here, so I probably can check my PayPal that the donate thing comes through. Give me a second. I think I can do that without causing a problem here. Takes me a minute. So I'm broadcasting from my phone. I can't do this. That's I'm only monitoring the site. Oh yeah. How about that? Michelle Young, thank you very much for the super chat. She gave us a super chat tonight. She gave me one also on the 3rd, along with Kim Possible. All righty, guys. So Fazioli, how you doing? New day is dawn. Nanny Anderson. So's I, Jules. Good to see you in the house. Our longest running subscriber. And how come she ain't made a mod here? I do it from my phone. Ooh. Ain't doing what I want to. Maybe the phone is not a place to do that. Shoot, I can do it from the main computer, but I have to go back to the other screen. Thought it should be a mod here, but okay, we'll fix that a little bit. Stan the man, deep function, 100,000 -1. Trump's the bull in the china shop. That's right. New Days put a good picture of that on her Facebook site. Cuban nurse prepper, good to see you. And Worker Gardens of Soul, I believe that's George, right? So appreciate you showing that link, Michelle. Chewy. Yvonne Marie. The dollar will go down for a few months, but it'll be worth it. Yeah, we're going to have some adjustments, but we got to, when you got to reorder the economy, it's going to cause disruptions. But, on the other side of it, we're going to be a lot better off. I mean, there's no way the United States could have continued the way we were going. The wheels were about to fall off the train. You can't just keep blowing money hand over fist. It ain't going to work, guys. And we're going so far in debt, it was insane. Oh, yeah, U.S. taking over Gaza. I was planning to cover that on Green Grids next time I do a live session, or maybe tomorrow night. If I don't go live on Galactic Grids instead, I think I'm going to do an upload Galactic Grids. But yeah, that's part of the discussion space. I'm going to include that with some of the war talk. I'll do it over Galactic Grids. So Indian controls the price of gold, says Soulseye. Let me see if I can go to this other screen here. Make her mod. I got Norton telling me every website I open is not secure. Norton is full of junk. They're just trying to sell something. I hate Norton. Piece of junk they are. Let's see. If I can just do these from here, I think. Well, here come things on scrolling. She was my first mod ever on Green Riggers channel. Yeah. And she actually has a place close to here. Hey, Mag Rising from Alaska. How come I ain't seeing her? That's odd. I can't see her on the screen. What happened? Look, somebody hit Soul's Eye. You shouldn't do that. Did somebody hide her? See her at all. Yeah. I have to go in the notes and maybe fix it from my back page. All right, Soul's Eye, if you're in the house, apologies. Somehow you letting me show on the screen. Seeing you over here. Still see you. Maybe I did it with my fat fingers by accident. There she is. Yeah. What the? Don't let me make her a mod here. I come up and see her here on my phone. I can't see her here in the chat room on this laptop. That's just crazy. That is insane. Never seen anything like that before. Wow. What is going on with that? This won't let me make her a mod. I do not get it. Report. Report. Good grief. Wait. Well, that is my. There it is. There, we got it. I don't know why it was giving me such a. I don't see the chat. There we go. I do not know why I can't see her on this screen. So, I'm going to stick with here for looking at this stuff. All right. Dave says, I was there. No, she was in the house. I made her a mod, so she ought to pop up now. Anyway, teaching atheism. Oh, yeah, they're teaching all kind of nasty stuff. Drag them to jail, says Wendy. All right. So, John Edwards. Hey, Hexafoost, that was the whole administration. Lock, stock, and barrel. All P-worded. I'm Canadian, so a lot of these things aren't in my wheelhouse. They aren't. Well, we're talking domestic politics most of the night. That's the stuff I get in a lot of trouble for talking on Green Ridge channel. I don't want to risk that channel. Although what happens here could risk that channel too, so I got to be careful. We have the milk crate full of preparedness and cookbooks from a local thrift store. Well, that's good payment. P-A-E-M-T. That's very good. Well, that's strange. I ain't seeing her here now. Well, the oddball thing was she was on my phone, but she wasn't up here. So at all. Hey, Killer Smurf, how you doing? All righty, folks. We're about to go here. That was really strange. That happened, but she can't be hidden from the channel if I made her a mod. I don't think. All righty. Top chat versus messages, possibly. I don't know. That's just odd. It should all still be chat. should be identical to what I'm seeing on the phone and the computer here, but it's not for some reason. Anyway, most of it's the same. That's just really odd. If the market crashes, then all those rich folks are now as poor as everyone else. If an earthquake volcano hits, only folks in the region are affected. Yeah, unless it's a super volcano like Yellowstone or some unknown super volcano in the ocean, or maybe a Campi Lafergie could go off strong enough to cause us a year or more of summers with no summer, or years with no summer, basically. Did you get a chance to read my email I sent you? I thought you had all the information. I have to go back and look at it. I'm running behind, guys. I'm seriously running behind. Going back to, for those of you that don't know, uh, I've got a blood clot on my leg. And I'm also working and trying to get things done here at the same time. And so, I was in the emergency room Friday night. I will be, I got a doctor's appointment tomorrow in the morning after a work meeting. So I got to get early for the work meeting, then I'm going to the doctor's appointment. So um, that's what we got to do, guys. So I'm behind. I'm getting, I get email like Niagara Falls and messages and people. Everybody wants me to watch 40 something hours of videos every day. I do have a job, and if I want to produce content, I got to have time to do that too. So I got very little time, guys. Very little. My leg, I still have swelling behind my ankle, which means the blood clot is not gone because it's blocking it up now. So I got my calf muscle that's got a blood clot in it. Then I got my ankle that's got swelling. I hope that pressure don't drive the clot further up into me when, as it starts to dissolve. So I got an internal cocked gun, guys. It's Russian roulette inside of me right now. That's all I can say. Seeing what I need to make you get to Walmart. No, the Walmart is in Taylor. Local Walmart's in Taylor, Arizona. Mr. Roboto Kilroy. Domo arigato, Mr. Roboto. Hey, Marsh Rabbits. Oh yeah, robots can be huge. Keep your leg raised and not hanging all the time. I do keep it propped up most of the time, but I'd look really strange doing that during a live session or in a meeting. They gave me Eliquis. I'm afraid to take another blood thinner or the one they gave me. I said, tell me to. This is what I got. Let me go back to my Zoom screen and see what I'm showing. Yeah, so see it. Well, there we go. That's what you're getting. This stuff is extremely expensive. Ooh-wee. Extremely expensive. In my mind. Anyway, so that's what's going on here. So I come out here to crap in a bucket, not kick a bucket. So yeah, I'm in a very precarious situation, guys. I'm trying to keep good mood. I mean, what can you do? I can't. There's no point in just crying about it. So that's why you can still see me laughing and just hoping for the best. That's all I can do, guys. But I am in I'm in a dire strait. So pray for me if you would tonight, tomorrow, next week or two. It may take a week or two for this to dissolve and go away. I got 2 weeks worth of medicine to take. So I guess there's a reason for that. So I don't know. I'll find out more tomorrow when I go to the doctor. So, by the way, if you haven't already done it, check out my couple of new videos over on my Galactic Greg's channel. I did a video on the U.S. Army anti-gravity research program. Yes, they did have one. And it started in 2001, and it went dark after apparently some interesting major discovery. You'll find that over there. Norton is bugging me. And then I followed up with the obvious question, well, if we got this, how come we don't have that? Well, okay, I addressed that question too in the video I just posted over because, is about anti-gravity suppression. But the thumbnail picture says, where's Elon's UFO? As I always get these questions like that. So Norton is popping up constantly. I mean, everything open. And this webpage is not secure. And nothing's secure according to Norton. Norton's a piece of junk. Anyway, I gotta probably shut them down completely. They're too much trouble. Scan family. Hey, Greg, be careful. Blood clots. Okay, I got a hard way here. Or bad news. Hubby had passed so many clots in the heart and lungs they couldn't count them. Ooh, that's scary. He's on blood thinners and has on testing to make sure the AR stays in check. Okay. Yeah, I am on medication, keeping nurse prepper. I was just showing it. Thorium. Oh, for nuclear fuel or for blood thinner? Yeah, there's a lot of people talking about thorium. I do have a nuclear physicist buddy who claims it's not worth pursuing. He claims it takes too much energy to put the thorium to use. You got to basically put it in a particle accelerator before you ever use it. I don't know. So, yeah, I'm hearing different things. But look, well, we got a lot of spent fuel rods that need to be reprocessed. You can do it with those molten salt reactors. I've covered that in the past. That's really what we ought to do. We got hundreds of years worth of nuclear fuel if we just reprocess those spent fuel rods in a reactor. It's far safer to use. Why in the heck aren't we doing that? That's what we need to be doing. And I've done a video on this channel, and no, I did put it on Galactic Greg's and Green Greg's on that topic. And so I'm probably also I'm about to do a video about this. I'm about to do a video about the an asteroid threat on Galactic Greg's, and I'll also put it on this channel. Probably, maybe I'll do it tomorrow. And I need y'all's help on Galactic Greg's. I got a lot of these videos over there. Galactic Greg's got demonetized because I wouldn't post anything on it for a while, and now I need to make up about 1,000 hours of view time. So if y'all would just just go over there and watch the videos and turn them on and walk away. Put on those videos that are an hour long. Just let them play. One after another. When you're not doing anything else, you're using the computer, just let that stuff play. We need to get the view time up because, Lord, they shouldn't have done that. I think that's really strange. You go through all the hoops to get monetized, and I never heard they would do something like that, and they did. So that's one reason we're over here on this channel tonight. I don't want this channel demonetized. So I got to keep some content rolling. The Green Graves channel gets far more people watching, so I can earn a few pennies more over there from ad revenue. And get more people log in when I'm over there, so I got a little better chance of getting super chats. But we got to keep all these channels going because I do plan to transition a lot of this new stuff over here, and maybe repurpose Green Greg's to the original intent of the channel, especially now here in homesteading and high desert of Arizona. So we'll see how that goes. That may be a hard transition, but we'll see if we can pull it off. Anyway, appreciate everybody for being here. There's a lot of people that's just not going from there to here. That kind of blows my mind. But the Galactic Greg's is starting to pick up subscribers. Go over and check out Galactic Greg's, subscribe to it, bang the bell, and click all. And if you're not done that here, do it here too. So that way you get some notifications at least. Keeping to appreciate that. All right, Marsh Rabbits, thank you. Definitely on both as you'll ever. And you ever bump your head, call 911, go to the ER. If you bump your head, wow. Tourniquets. I may have to go get some more bandages. I got a cat here that likes to claw and bite everything. And cute little monster is fast asleep right now. Boy, he's Erastus. He is Erastus. Looks like I'm frozen again. Seriously? Thank you for sharing that, New Days. So, Green Greg's, is this the correct email address? Greg, yeah. It's, you gotta say .com. Greg at ringgregs.com. It's always been there's no apostrophe. It's always been my email address. I don't know, Arnold. You asking like the same questions over again. Nothing's changed. It's the same stuff over that. I don't get why you're asking the same stuff over. Alan says, say hey to Lee for me, sir. Hope you still have Wi-Fi. You mean, no, I don't talk to him anymore. If it's Lee, I'm thinking you're talking about. Greg, if you cut yourself, seek medical attention immediately. You will bleed more blood thinners. Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of. Minus 29 C in Western Alberta. Wow. All right, you're cool up there. Well, you're way up north. I was going to show windy, but my website stuff just hosed out. All what's going on there. So anyway, I think it's time to go. Yes, my doctor, #1 rule, call him, especially if I hit my head. Oh, okay. If I don't hit my head. All right, I'll keep that in mind then. You might get hemorrhaging inside the head. Yeah, I get it now. Anyway, all right. Sounds good. Sleep in the house. Yeah, I'm sleeping in the house now. Finally. Finally. Just moved in here about not quite a week ago, I think. Pretty close. Just 3 nights ago. And the stairwells finally got finished. But anyway, I know I got some super chats from Michelle, at least over, I think I double checked. We're here on the PayPal again before I go, since I can do that if I'm not broadcasting the phone. Yes, sir. Oh, now it's on the log in. Trick it. Oh, we got another one. Penny. Awesome. She gave us a $25 donation and a penny. Salute to you. Thank you, Penny. What your name is in the chat room, but salute to you. And Michelle, thank you both. You made it a great night for me. Appreciate that, guys. Ladies, that is. So I want to thank you, mods. Thank you, everyone, for watching. And to one and all, a good night, a good day wherever you are. Ho, ho, ho.